Welcome to Your Health, where we explore the latest in health across the country. I'm Erica Cardenas. The new year is finally here, so we thought we'd tackle some health myths. But before we start myth busting, let's take a look at what's coming up on the show. The number one thing to jumpstart your health. See why Carrot Eye Center is on the cutting edge of vision. Plus, the benefits of tennis on your body and mind. All that and more on this episode of Your Health. There are a lot of health myths out there, and some can actually be dangerous to your health. Here to dispel some health myths is Dr. Shah. Doctor, thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
First off, there are a lot of myths in general about vaccines. So talk to us about the COVID-19 vaccine and its safety.
It's absolutely safe. I've actually received my first dose of the Pfizer vaccine already myself, and have had very minimal to no side effects, a little bit of arm soreness. It's really unprecedented, particularly these two vaccines from Pfizer and Moderna. Both are a brand new technology, mRNA, where they don't have a lot of the allergens in capsules that come from eggs or maybe connected with peanut allergies. All those things are basically not there. It's a very clean vaccine, which doesn't even have live virus in it. The safety is definitely on par, if not better, than a lot of the long-standing vaccines that we've had so far based on what we've seen with the studies. And the efficacy, which shows basically how effective it is in reducing the severity of illness from a COVID-19 infection, is after the second dose is in above 95%, which as a point of comparison, the typical flu vaccine every year is anywhere between 50 to 60% in terms of efficacy. So this is a big jump forward in terms of how efficacious it is. And it's definitely something that the public can rely on as something both safe and effective.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great to know. So, Doctor, food is medicine. It's a popular buzz phrase that's been going around for a while. Is this true?
It is absolutely true. It's actually an ancient concept that Hippocrates is attributed to saying, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. And many cultures have home remedies associated with food. And it's only now in science and medicine that we're starting to see with the new fields of epigenetics and nutrigenomics that food is actually medicine, even at the molecular level, where food actually is like a signal that basically turns certain genes on and other genes off. In the time that it takes for us, our taste buds to turn over, let's say, for example, you stop eating high salt or high sugar for about 3 weeks, you can actually turn on or off hundreds of genes by change in your diet. And those genes can either be good genes that help contribute to heart health, brain health, longevity, or they can be genes that actually promote heart disease or cancer or other diseases. And the standard American diet, which is mostly over 65% processed foods, or what I like to call frankenfoods and food-like substances, have been associated with a lot of these diseases. And actually, things like, excessive alcohol intake, excess sugar intake, all these things can actually contribute to our genes going in the wrong direction in terms of their expression for disease. And so food as medicine has also been studied with specific diets. Some of the best examples include the Mediterranean diet, which is actually shown to be better than even statin medications at preventing heart attacks and strokes from occurring. We also see it with the DASH diet. It's another example for lowering blood pressure. And of course, type 2 diabetes is directly linked to diet. And so you can use food as medicine to either avoid medications or wean off and reduce the number of medications you take for your chronic medical condition.
Now, Doctor, 10,000 steps. Is this the magic number per day that we want to achieve to maintain our health?
10,000 is definitely great, but it's not the magic number. You can actually get many health benefits from even less steps than that. 10,000 actually came from a Japanese company that started pedometers in 1965, and it wasn't really based on any scientific studies as a threshold for health. In fact, there's been many studies that have been done, one in particular with over 16,000 women aged 61 to 101, where they looked at their steps and they found that even with 4,400 steps, they had a 41% decrease in mortality. And if you increase that to 7,500 steps, that was a 65% decrease. And so the bottom line is just move. Even taking some steps as little as 4,000 steps a day can have a big impact on your health.
Doctor, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you. If you'd like more information about Dr. Shad, head over to his website. It's been said that carrots are good for your eyesight. Well, at Carrot Eye Center, they're the perfect solution to better vision.
We really care about your safety when you come in to see us at Carrot Eye Center. So what we've done, we've instituted, pretty much the usual things that you're experiencing when you go anywhere. Temperature checks, we're doing a questionnaire, but on top of that, we've totally revamped our scheduling. So you're not coming in when a whole bunch of other people are coming in. So you'll largely have the clinic to yourself. We have barriers surrounding you when you're in testing, all the equipment's wiped down. Dr. Harrion and I are on masks, and so are our entire staff. We really care about your safety.
One of the options that we do offer to our patients is a telemedicine visit, where they can come into our office for a diagnostic visit, and then in the comfort of their own home, talk with either Matt or myself to go through the results of that visit.
When you come in for a telemedicine exam, we want you to think of it exactly the same way as you would coming in for any normal exam. However, we've split it into two parts. So the first part, you'll come in and get all your diagnostic tests. We're going to examine your retina. We're going to look at your cornea. We're going to look at your lens. We're going to test you for glasses and contacts. We're going to do a video exam of your eye. Then you can go home. Go home to the comfort of your own home. You can be at work, wherever's convenient for you, and we'll set up the second part of that exam. That's a personal consultation with Dr. Harrion or myself.
Hi Rachel, I'm Dr. Harrion. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Well, thanks for joining us today. Is this your first time doing a telemedicine visit?
It is, yes.
Awesome. Well, I'll talk you through everything. This will be easy, and I think it's actually going to be kind of fun. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see exactly what I'm looking at, okay?
We want you to feel like you're with us. We want you to see what we see, and we want to be able to give you all the diagnostics necessary for you to feel like, and for us to feel like, we got you exactly what you need.
Okay, so the first image we're looking at here is the back of your right eye. What I'm circling with my cursor here is your optic nerve. So at Carrot Eye Center, we take safety very seriously. We've done everything in our power to ensure that you have a safe visit. More importantly, a visit where all of your diagnostic and medical questions are answered. Everything looks absolutely perfect. I don't think that there's any corrective action we need to take for you, other than maybe getting you into a new pair of glasses or contacts, or if you're interested, certainly scheduling a refractive evaluation so that we can look and see if you're a better candidate for LASIK or SMILE.
We want you to feel safe when you come to see us, bottom line. But we also want you to feel taken care of. We take care of people, not just eyeballs. We want to make sure that you are getting the same quality, the same consistency with our expectations at Carrot Eye Center. So when you come for a telemedicine exam, you're getting the very best in a safe, effective, and convenient manner for you. We're really excited about this. We can't wait to see you.
Another health myth is that you need 8 glasses of water a day. The truth is that hydration needs are different for each person. You should drink water throughout the day and with meals, and if you're feeling thirsty, that could be a sign of dehydration. Stick around, we have more coming up on the show. Grab a racket and head to the court. See why tennis could be the sport for you. And weight loss answers for those who've been struggling to drop those extra pounds. If weight loss is on your to-do list this year, then the experts at Platinum Wellness may have the answers to help transform you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anthony Infantino from Platinum Wellness. The reason I got involved in health and wellness in the first place is really watching my grandmother succumb to the effects of diabetes over a long period of time. Our whole family thought, well, we don't want that to happen to us, so let's start dieting and exercise. And to be honest, every time we did it, we might lose 10 pounds and gain back 12. And we'd lose 10 and gain 12. And that was really frustrating. Like, why are some people able to lose weight, keep it off, and never worry about it? Other people struggle their whole lives. And I figured that out. Typically, they've tried everything from reducing calories to increasing exercise to like counting points and phentermine and even bypass surgeries. They're frustrated because the problem isn't the program. The problem is the fact that their bodies are out of balance internally. And when your body's out of balance internally, hormones get off, your metabolism slows down. And what that really boils down to are a couple main systems, right? Our gut, our liver, our lymphatic system. Those are the big players in getting your body fired up to burn fat, to get healthy, to feel amazing. So like for instance, the gut. What most people don't realize is inside your gut, you have a bunch of healthy bacteria. Those bacteria do everything from digest food to make B vitamins, to give us energy. They lower blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar. They make things like serotonin, which keeps us upbeat and happy and healthy and energized. Serotonin is converted into melatonin, helps you sleep. So most people's guts though, those healthy bacteria have been wiped out. They've been wiped out from things like antibiotics in our food, or the round of antibiotics you had for dental work 20 years ago. And when those guys die off, our B vitamins go down, so our energy level goes down, our mental clarity, our enthusiasm for life goes down. So that's why people find themselves stuck. They're like, I don't even have the energy to try to go on some kind of diet again. And to that person, what I simply say is, look, let's not focus on low-cal and diet. Let's just focus on getting you as clean, balanced, and internally as possible, because then hormones naturally reboot. Your metabolism fires back up, right? Because let's say your gut is out of balance that way. What ends up happening is all that stuff, like the average person, somewhere between 5 and 30 pounds of undigested fecal material in their gut. And when that sits in there, it leaks over to your liver. Your liver burns all the fat in your body, so if it's busy dealing with that, plus environmental toxins and makeup and shampoo and deodorant and toothpaste and Lysol and Windex, all those things get our livers pretty sluggish. If you're gonna burn 1 ounce of fat, it's because your liver's fired up and ready to go. So by cleansing the liver, by healing the gut, by rebooting the body naturally internally, people lose weight, they keep it off. More importantly though, they feel better. They have the energy to go out and do the things in life that they'd love to do. So I think the biggest mistake people make is they think, if I lose weight, I will get healthy. And it's just backwards. The reality is, if you really focus on getting healthy, clean, internally balanced, that's how you lose weight. And more importantly, that's how you keep it off and you get off this diet roller coaster of the ups and downs forever.
Tennis is a sport that works out your entire body and your mind. As you'll see in this story taped before COVID-19, tennis has more than just health benefits.
Camelback Village, it's one of the premier tennis clubs in the country. It's just a really exciting place to be a member. My name is Ryan Johnson. I'm the Director of Tennis here at Camelback Village. We've got 15 post-tension concrete courts. Obviously the views of Camelback don't hurt. And then we've got 8 ball machines, so literally any piece of equipment, you name it, we have for you to really take your tennis game to the next level. Cardio tennis is just a high-intensity workout where we take players through a series of drills. A typical participant can expect to burn anywhere from 500 to 800 calories in the hour. It really is a good, solid workout. Most people are having a blast, so it's one of those things where you don't even realize you're working out. We offer it 6 days a week here at Camelback Village. It's completely free for our members. The best thing about tennis in general is it's a lifetime sport. So at any age you can pick it up. It's great exercise. Obviously the aerobic aspects of it. There's a lot of studies coming out to now that are showing all of those specific health benefits, lowering cholesterol, lowering blood pressure, improving bone density. Just a fun way to stay active and engaged, both physically and socially.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Versalino, and this is my wife, Sylvia Versalino, and we are members at the Camelback Village. So I've been playing tennis now for about, just over a year and a half, and it's quite literally revolutionized my entire life. I'm having so much fun, all because of my wife, I might add.
Never had picked up a racket till I was 35, and did it one time at a cardio tennis invite and absolutely fell in love with the game. So after that, I signed up for a tri-tennis clinic and literally have been coming back ever since.
We could absolutely enjoy it together as long as she's not beating me on the tennis court, but
which is what usually happens, right? I would definitely say tennis here at the Village has definitely enriched our lives. I've made some of my best friends out on the courts. My kids are now involved. Me and my husband talk about what did we used to do before we played tennis. I mean, we start our weekends at cardio tennis at 7 in the morning. We find ourselves playing with friends in the afternoon. Sometimes in the evening, we're joining tournaments, we're joining clinics. It's an awesome community, and we've been members at other clubs in the Valley, and the energy here that the tennis community brings is pretty much non-comparable to anywhere else. So it's an awesome place. If you're interested in tennis, the Village at Camelback is definitely the place to be.
It's improving your own family life and your personal life, but it's the way that you're able to impact so many other people through the sport of tennis and making those lifelong connections and friendships here. For me to see that day in and day out is just truly special.
Another health myth, cracking your fingers causes arthritis. Studies have shown this habit won't cause arthritis, but persistent cracking can wear down the joint membrane, making it easier for them to crack. So perhaps curb the habit. Stick around, we have more to come. The one thing you can do to jumpstart your health. And we explain the importance of probiotics.
Your health is brought to you by Excellent. Take just 2 Excellent tablets each day to support healthy blood sugar levels the easy way. Order today at Excellent.com or Amazon.
In an effort to help jumpstart your health in the new year, we thought we'd revisit my interview with Dr. Sharon Thompson.
Jumpstarting a healthy lifestyle doesn't have to be difficult, and here to tell us all about that is Dr. Sharon Thompson. Welcome, doctor.
Thank you.
So first off, what is the #1 thing people can do to jumpstart their health this year?
The #1 thing, it's hard to pick one because there's several, but I would say be honest with yourself. I think a lot of people, especially around this time of year where we're making resolutions, they make someone else's resolutions, right?
Right.
It's I should, I oughta, and so they make these resolutions that are not realistic for their life at all. So the first thing you want to do is be honest about what you can do and what you're interested in doing. Physicians will tell you the exercise program that works, the diet that works, is the one you stick to.
What are some things we can do to keep our eating habits on track?
I like to keep it very, very simple because there's so much information out there, especially with Dr. Google, right? You can find everything that's ever been written about diet. So you want to keep it extremely simple, something that you can actually do. And so I like to tell people when you make a meal, any meal, and let's picture a plate, half of it should be vegetables.
Okay.
Right? So if you make half your plate vegetables, and remember, corn and potatoes are not vegetables. So that's key. Half vegetables, 1/4 of that plate, protein. And then sometimes you're going to put carbohydrates in that other quarter of the plate.
Now let's jump over to the fitness track. What are some ideas that we can incorporate over there? Should we, schedule our routines, our fitness routines ahead of time? Should we get an exercise buddy? What should we do?
Sure, both those things are great.
Okay.
Because the thing that determines our behavior the most is our environment. So if you're working 14 hours a day, it's going to be hard to fit in exercise. So you got to look at where it fits in for you. Getting a buddy definitely helps. We can disappoint ourselves all day long, but we tend not to disappoint other people.
Right.
So a buddy definitely helps. Studies show that people who exercise in the morning exercise more consistently. So definitely scheduling makes a difference. The busy day gets going, you get exhausted, you get home, you just want to sit on your couch. That's why mornings work better.
Now, doctor, how much sleep should we be getting every night?
Studies show that healthy adults should get between 7 to 9 hours every night. And that really is the amount that your body requires. We often think, oh, I don't need as much sleep. I only need 4 hours. I only need 5 hours. And studies show that that is not the case. We function better when we're rested. People who are trying to lose weight, they have trouble losing it if they're not getting enough sleep. Tasks that require concentration and judgment, we don't do as well if we're not getting enough sleep. So really, even if you think you're getting away with it, you're not.
Any final tips on what people can do to jumpstart their health?
I would say make yourself a priority. Oftentimes, for the vast majority of us, we are very good about showing up to work every day, but the promises for ourselves we don't keep.
Right.
Right? So we have to make ourselves a priority. And I think that will shift the mindset. Instead of putting work first and your family and the grocery list and everything else, put yourself on that task list pretty high up and try to keep that promise to yourself every single day.
Absolutely. Such great advice. Thank you so much again for being here with us,
thank you for having
Doctor.
me.
If you'd like to learn more about getting in touch with Dr. Sharon Thompson, just head over to their website.
Don't go anywhere. We have more Your Health coming up. See why your gut may be causing an imbalance in your health.
Your Health is brought to you by Excellent. Take just 2 Excellent tablets each day to support healthy blood sugar levels the easy way. Order today at Excellent.com or Amazon.
When it comes to being healthy, your gut is crucial to your overall wellness. Dr. Emily shares how probiotics can help improve the health of your gut.
Both probiotics and prebiotics are really important for gut health. And again, when we're talking about gut health, one of the main indicators of a healthy gut is the diversity of the bacteria in your gut as well as the amount. And so probiotics help to feed that bacteria. Now prebiotics help to feed the probiotics. So they're both needed, they both can be really necessary. It's still important to individualize and see what the person has or the patient has going on, because if someone has an overgrowth of bacteria in their gut, it's called Sibo, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, which I see quite a bit. Typically patients will have gas, bloating, upset stomach, maybe issues with constipation or diarrhea. So sometimes taking probiotics and even prebiotics can make symptoms worse for these patients. Since they already have an overgrowth of that bacteria, you don't necessarily want to feed the bacteria that's pathogenic or overgrown. So it's important to eradicate and get that bacterial load under control first before you add in the good flora. So probiotics and prebiotics can be great, but it also is really important to know when to give them.
Thank you for joining us on Your Health. Have a happy and healthy new year. I'm Erica Cardenas. See you next time.